and so I'm going to be talking about coffee. So how many of you guys in the audience drink coffee? Raise your hands. That's pretty much everyone. I'm not sure if you guys do it for the caffeine fix or just because you like the taste, but there's actually a lot of beneficial aspects of coffee. Also, did you know about 50% of the population drinks coffee, espresso, or lattes? That's roughly around 150 million Americans. That's according to the National Coffee Association. Coffee has been around since the 6th century, with traces starting in Ethiopia. There's two main species of coffee. There's one Arabiatic, and then there's Robusta. And so Arabica, yes, is known for its taste, and Robusta is known for its caffeine content, which is almost twice as much as the Arabica. It's actually Arabica. Oops, sorry. I will be arguing that coffee in moderation can provide significant health benefits for you. I will be starting off by discussing how coffee helps the reaction of the central nervous system. Secondly, how it contains vital antioxidants for your body. And then I will talk about how it can essentially lower your risk of certain diseases and cancers. So coffee is a stimulant to the central nervous system, and as you can tell, I might have had too much today because I'm shaking a little bit. But anyway, it actually increases your metabolism, and it increases the basal metabolic rate, and thus it promotes calorie loss and weight loss as well. It increases your mental clarity, like alertness and your energy level. According to Laura Giuliano, an American University psychology professor, a coffee researcher, and a substance dependence expert, she writes, "It makes people feel good, it increases their arousal and alertness, and makes them more friendly, sociable, and talkative." Another example is that the National Coffee Association and the Specialty Coffee Association of America report that men drink coffee to help get the job done. So if they have a big assignment or if they have a lot of work to do on their desk, they drink coffee, and it helps them concentrate and get their work done faster. Also an example is, for myself personally, I drink coffee in the mornings whenever I feel that I have a lot of work to do, or that I just need that extra push in my day. Secondly, coffee intake also increases your muscular coordination, which makes you more receptive. So if someone's throwing a ball in your face, you'll be able to catch it faster. It enhances your reaction time. In a study from Australian scientists, they found that runners who have caffeine in forms of either coffee or caffeine in an energy bar or energy drink say that they can actually sprint faster than those who don't have caffeine. And they think that the stimulant enhances the reaction time and running speed. Researchers have also found that having a drink with caffeine can rebuild your glycogen levels, or glycogen cells, and glycogen cells are your long-term energy cells that your body has, and it stores it 66% more than a carb-only drink. Secondly, my next point, coffee provides antioxidants to your body. So it is a plant, and actually it actually looks like it's a green seed that's growing on a big tree, which is weird because we always see it in a dark, roasted form. So it contains traces of hundreds of substances, including potassium, magnesium, and vitamin E, as well as chlorogenic acids that are thought to have antioxidant properties. These may protect against cell damage, inflammation, and can be precursors to cancer, diabetes, neurological disorders, and cardiovascular disease. So now I'll talk about the preventative for cancer and other diseases. So drinking moderate amounts of coffee can reduce your rate of getting Parkinson's disease. And Parkinson's disease is a disorder of the central nervous system which impairs motor skills, cognitive processes, and other functions. Studies also link coffee consumption with a lower risk of getting colon, mouth, throat, esophageal, and endometrial cancers. People who drink coffee are also less likely to get cavities, gallstones, and cirrhosis of the liver, which is weird because you think if you drink a lot of coffee, because it's dark, it might stain your teeth, but actually it helps cut down cavities, which is really cool. It also helps with type 2 the preventative of type 2 diabetes. The Archive of Internet Medicine found that people who drink 3 to 4 cups of coffee a day are 25% less likely to develop type 2 diabetes than those who drink fewer than 2 cups. But I'm not, maybe 4 cups with 8 ounces each, not the Ventis, the 24 ounces of Starbucks or anything. Lastly, a study presented at an American Association for Cancer Research meeting found that men who drink at least 6 cups a day have a 60% lower risk of developing advanced prostate cancer than those who didn't drink any. In conclusion, throughout my research, I have found that coffee in moderation provides significant health benefits. The positives simply outweigh the negatives. If consumed in moderation, it can be thoroughly enjoyed by the flavor and your mental clarity.
All right, the audience survey is okay. It sounds like you're given an informative speech, though, at some points, because you're just reviewing some of the claimed benefits. I think you need to do a little bit stronger job on proving some of those points. The one place that you had some statistical evidence that shows a difference was on the diabetes issue. Everything else, they're very broad, conclusionary kinds of statements. Sometimes the only research citation that we get is that studies say, and I'm going, well, what studies and why should I believe them and how substantial was the difference that they found? Otherwise, it seems to be pretty intuitive on a lot of the points. The whole issue about caffeine having an effect, for instance, on people's energy levels and activities, there's no dispute on that. That's not controversial, so it's just background information. On it preventing diseases or having some significant health benefit, I think there are inferences to be made there, but that the evidence that you present really just suggests that there are possibilities that it has this. Like I said, there isn't enough follow-through on the individual thing. Sometimes you have a quote that lists 10 benefits in one quote without giving us any reason to believe how substantial any of those benefits are. And the big question that I have has to do with whether or not it is caffeine that produces those benefits or the coffee consumption that produces the benefits. Because if you can get those benefits, for instance, from consuming caffeine in other forms, which is my preferred delivery method, then I would wonder, why do I need to drink coffee? If it's uniquely because of the coffee, because the antioxidants that come out because of the roasting process or something like that, you need to get that into the speech. I thought the review at the end of the presentation was pretty nice. I liked a couple of your examples. There was also some nice humor built into the speech. Like I said, there are a couple of issues that need more particular evidence on them. Otherwise, it sounds a lot like an informative speech. But there are places here where there are arguments. I just thought that some of those points were a little underdeveloped. All right, thank you.